When I started photographing the stars, one thing that always frustrated me is that the bright and obvious constellations just didn't stand out in my images. Your camera picks up so many small faint stars that you can't see that the constellations just get lost in the chaos. So about 2.5 years ago, I sent an email to Kase to see if they could bring my idea to a reality.
So this is it, guys. I know I've been teasing this for a long time, but it's finally here and I'm so pumped. So it's made by Kase. It's made of the toughened Wolverine glass from Kase. It's 100mm by 100mm and 2mm thick, and it's compatible with any lens, even if you're using a Sigma 14mm f1.8 art or a Samyang 14mm f2.8, because you can use this filter in a few different ways, and because it's 2mm thick, it fits in most filter holders on the market. Obviously, it's a perfect match for the Kase K9 Slim holder. So you can insert the filter and cover the entire of the lens, and you'll get a Starglow effect on the sky, but you also get a very dreamy look in the foreground. So you do get a bit of a loss in clarity and sharpness, but you can bring a lot of that back in Lightroom using the dehaze and the clarity sliders. And some of you will find that dreamy look perfect. It creates a really atmospheric image with nice ethereal qualities, but some of you might find that a little bit strong. And we've done that on purpose, and I'll explain shortly. But if you didn't want the filter to affect the foreground, you can just put the filter in halfway into the filter holder and just cover the sky. And there's no obvious line where the filter starts and ends. But if there are big mountains or trees sort of protruding from the horizon, it will affect them a little bit. But typically you can get away with it, especially because distant objects on the horizon tend to fade because they're so far away and you're looking through more averse atmosphere, so it still looks pretty natural. And then the third way you can use this filter is quite simply just to hand hold the filter in front of the lens and just sort of wave it in front of the lens. And what I normally do is I sort of reach over the top of the lens and hang it over the top half of the lens, or, you know, depending on where the horizon is in my image, I'll just make sure that I'm only covering the sky and give it a little wave. And the great thing about this method is that you can choose how strong of an effect you want on the stars. And this is why, you know, when it's used for a full exposure, the effect is quite strong. The idea is obviously that you can choose how strong you want the effect to be, because if the filter is too weak, there's nothing you can really do about it. So you might find it a little bit too strong if you are using it in front of the filter, but some of you may find it perfect. But for those of you that do find it a bit strong, just wave it like a Starglow filter.
Shake it, shake it, oh oh, shake it, shake it, shake it, oh oh, shake it like a Starglow filter. Shake it, oh oh, shake it, oh oh, shake it, shake it, shake it, oh oh, shake it, shake it, oh oh, shake it like a Starglow filter. Shake it, oh oh, shake it, oh oh.
Okay, that was super cheesy. I'm really sorry. But I'm so excited, guys. I'm really hoping this filter encourages people to photograph regions of the night sky they wouldn't otherwise photograph. So for example, here in the Northern Hemisphere, there's not really much of an excuse to aim your camera north. But we have, of course, Ursa Major, the Big Dipper, one of the most recognizable constellations in the night sky. And now, using the Starglow filter, it just pops and stands out so much. And it just adds a recognizable feature to your images. And then, of course, there's another circumpolar constellation in the north with Cassiopeia, with its W shape, again another very recognizable constellation. And in this image here, I've just used the handheld technique and I covered the lens for half of the 20-second exposure, and that way you get a nice Starglow effect on the bright stars, but you also have a chance to capture good detail and clarity. So as you can see, Andromeda is still looking great in that image. And for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, you can make the crux pop out like never before.
And of course, with Milky Way core season coming to an end, I'm hoping it encourages more people to do astrophotography through the winter, because there are so many bright stars and recognizable constellations in the winter night sky. So you've got Orion and Gemini and Leo, and it's great for the asterism, the winter circle. It just makes them pop and stand out so much better. And of course, you've got the summer triangle, which kind of lingers on into autumn once the core begins to set below the horizon. So This filter just opens up so many possibilities, and I'm hoping that it just really encourages people to try new things, shoot different areas of the night sky, and just unveil the beauty of the constellations. Now, of course, you can use the Starglow filter in conjunction with a light pollution filter. So I've been using the Kase Neutral Night for the past few years now. But I very recently switched from the 100mm by 100mm filter to a round magnetic filter. So this just pops onto the lens. So easy. And you can take it off just as easy. And I love this because I love using these filters on the night sky portion of the image, but then I can take it off for the foreground exposures, because these filters do reduce the exposure by about half a stop. So I can take it off for the foreground. That extra half a stop is beneficial because the foreground is darker. You get a nice cleaner, brighter image. And it's just so easy to just pop on and pop off. And I've got magnetic rings now on all of my lenses, so I can just pop it on and off. So easy. And so I've got this little Kase filter pouch, which got a nice little clip so you can hang it from the tripod. And then in there, I've got my neutral night filter. I've also got a 6-stop ND filter, which I use for daytime vlogging, but that's a story for another video. And then this can take 5 filters, and it's only designed for 82mm filters, but the front and back pouch can actually fit the Starglow filter. So I've got this really neat little package that I can hang from the tripod, so convenient. I've just got all the filters I need. I'm absolutely loving this little setup. And I nearly forgot to mention that the filter does come with its own hard leather case. So don't worry if you don't have some other case or filter holder already. It does come with one. So guys, there's a link in the video description down below for the Kase UK website. It's going to be sold exclusively from the Kase UK website, but we are shipping worldwide. There are shipping options set up for the UK, the USA, EU and Canada, but if you live outside of those regions, you just have to fill in the form at the bottom of the page, and the guys at Kase will get back to you with a quote for delivery to your country. But I'm so excited for you guys to get your hands on this, see what you guys come up with, and I hope it opens up new doors for your astrophotography, different compositions and different subjects. So if you're going out to enjoy the night sky anytime soon, I wish you good luck and clear skies.
Shake it, shake it, oh oh, shake it, shake it, shake it, oh oh, shake it like a Starglow filter. Shake it, oh oh, shake it, oh oh, shake it, shake it, shake it, oh oh, shake it, shake it, shake it, oh oh, shake it like a Starglow filter. Shake it, oh oh, shake it, oh oh.